All right, people, it is time to get off the schneid, man. I've been neglecting my duties here, and let's get right back to it. I'm going to start with a small set tonight, Death Star Escape, 2019 set, great set. Love the vignette. Yeah, a little high on the retail price for what you get, but that's okay for reasons I will tell you later. Now, this set represents this scene right here. This is the scene where Luke finally displays that he has the potential and the resourcefulness to do some pretty impressive things. Up until previous to this scene, we see him, we see he has heart, he has courage, but he doesn't have the experience and some of the know-how to really be heroic. And he's sort of that hero in training, so to speak. We know Han Solo can do it. We know Princess Leia can do it. We see evidence of that. But here it is. So Princess Leia, they're stuck there, and she basically says, look, Luke, figure something out. He does. She puts her face in his stomach, and she closes her eyes. It's so cool because I don't think she's convinced he can do it 100%, but he's all she's got, and she just puts her faith in him. We put our faith in him at that moment. It's not that aha moment, right? And boom, he gets it done. And that's the moment that triggers the audience. It's that big scene where we are convinced that this kid can do some pretty big things. And later in the movie, he does those big things. Beautiful writing by George Lucas. Lucas is so underrated as a writer in the script. And so hats off to you, George. Nice job. Luke's Land Speeder back in 2010, man. $24 retail price. High on the retail side also for what you get back in the day, but you can see the numbers here. It is doing pretty well here in 2019. The set is currently reselling for 40% of its parts value, which is really healthy indeed. So getting back to the Death Star Escape and why I like it. As a fan, you have to understand, part of the investing, mindset is fans will always try to buy back what they have an emotional attachment to, typically from their childhood. People like me who saw this movie when they were really small, it's just one of those iconic scenes that really is sort of stays with us, and we want to sort of have that represented on our shelf so we can look at it, remember those good old days, as a little guy in the drive-in theater, have my imagination open up for the first time. So for that reason, I think it's got a lot of potential. As far as minifigs go, there is some room for the minifigs to grow. And you can see the numbers here. In Luke's Land Speeder, the minifigs currently right now are 120% of the original retail price of the set. And here you can see the 76% for Death Star Escapes. There's some room to grow there. I think they will. We have the parts value of $45, retail price of $30, and so spread is not exactly blowing up my skirt here, but it's still good enough, I think, for this set. So here are the numbers 2 years out. When we sort of look at both sets and sort of merge them together with the numbers, here's what you get. Now, I'm gonna go through all the numbers. My fans know how I do this. I think personally, you're looking around maybe $35, $38. I think at 2 years out for this set. There'll be a lot of them out there, and there's a lot of saturation, so a lot of things to consider there. But I do think over 8 years, this little guy has some power punch here. I do think it'll be reselling around 60, maybe a little bit higher. It could triple in 8 years. The numbers there sort of suggest that. If it sort of follows the same track as Luke's Land Speeder, which I think it kind of will. Now, the big thing this set has going for it is that this is the first time LEGO has done a separate set of that moment from Star Wars. Now, they have sort of encapsulated that set with a big Death Star build. It's in that. But as a standalone set, is the only we've had, to my knowledge, in 20 years of LEGO owning the license for Star Wars. That's good news for investors. That's what you want. Which means the odds of them replicating the set 2 years or 5 years down the road and re-releasing it is pretty slim. And that's why I think you'll get some of these higher numbers. 119, absolutely no way. But I think definitely about $60, $65 is certainly within the realm of possibility. And for me, the numbers are solid enough. I think they have a lot of potential. And because this is so important to me emotionally, I'm a little subjective here, I admit it, but I'm getting it, and I think you should too. And that's me, man. That is the Brick Baron. I do want to thank everybody once again. I promise there will be more LEGO content coming other than these videos. The problem right now is space. My LEGO collection and my LEGO stuff here is simply outgrown where I am, and I'm in the process right now of looking for a more proper place to put everything and have it better organized. And when I do that, I'll share my stuff with you then, my collection and such and such. So I'll see you guys later, and bye.